What's good everyone, it's Kajani with another episode of The Crafter's Corner, a video series dedicated to crafting and gathering in Final Fantasy XIV. This episode is my monthly Q&A where I answer questions received on the channel or discuss interesting things that I see over on Reddit or on the official forum. If you have any questions related to crafting and gathering, please let me know in the comments of the video. With the intro out of the way, let's get started. I didn't get a chance to watch the keynote. Did they reveal any new crafting or gathering content? They only announced that there will be new gear as well as new recipes. That's expected with any new expansion, so please look forward to it. The slide that they showed during the keynote features what I believe to be concept art for some of the upcoming crafting and gathering gear sets. The miner and botanist ones, those look like ones that are currently in the game, but the other three, they look like brand new gear sets. The one on the far right looks like something an alchemist would wear or could be a really good general crafting set. The other two, I have no idea what jobs they could be for. If you want to take any guesses, please let me know in the comments. Overall, the initial keynote is just a surface level overview of the new expansion. In the upcoming FanFests, we should get a deeper dive into the details. I also missed the live letter. Can you break down what crafting and gathering content to look forward to in patch 6.5? In 6.5, the major crafting and gathering activity that we will be getting is Margaret as our latest custom delivery client. If you don't remember who Margaret is, she was that sleep-deprived scientist who was doing the Yule dance during the latter portion of the 6.0 MSQ. I really like how they've been taking the most random characters and turning them into custom deliveries. During the live letter, Yoshi P explained that the inspiration to use Margaret as a custom delivery came from people at Square Enix who are also workaholics that never sleep. This should be a really fun custom delivery, and I can't wait to see what life lessons that we end up learning from Margaret. They anticipate that they will release patch 6.5 in early October. During the live letter, Yoshi P emphasized early, so with that said, we could see patch 6.5 on October 3rd. In 6.51, we will be getting another step in the Splendorous tool questline. The screenshot that they showed us has me looking forward to the story as much as anything. It looks like Omen is doing the bee's knees in an attempt to get Grenolt's attention, and it appears he isn't entirely sure of what to do with the signals that are being sent his way. So I can't wait to see what will happen between these two lovebirds, as well as what the Splendorous tools will ultimately look like. They stated that 6.51 is anticipated to be released in late October, so that could be October 24th or October 31st. Besides what was confirmed during the live letter, what are the other crafting and gathering content that we can expect in patch 6.5? Well, we should get some new big fish to catch because we get new big fish with every new patch. Then we have the possibility of new legendary big fish as well as crafting and gathering achievement tools. These legendary big fish will probably be introduced in patch 6.55 and will be notoriously hard to catch, similar to the ones like Cinder Surprise and Elit's Gone. As far as the achievement tools, well, since Heavensward, the developers have added them in the last patch of each respective expansion. They aren't best in slot or anything, they're just crafting or gathering tools with glowing effects. So this was the other crafting and gathering content that I believe that we're getting. Of course there could be more, and I'm really hoping so because we have a long time before the next expansion. Apkallu Downs. Why? Bro, I was thinking the same thing. If you're unaware, the recipes used in the latest step to upgrade the Splendorous tools included the most random of random crafting materials. Hopefully you had your retainers farm the Apkallu Downs as well as the other random crafting materials needed for this most recent stage of the Splendorous tools. On patch day, the prices for almost everything was insane. If I didn't have my retainers, as bad as I feel about obliterating the Apkallu population, I need my shiny crafting tools, so no hard feelings, okay? What are your thoughts on the newest expert recipe condition, Good Omen? It really is amazing. Knowing that you're gonna get a good condition on your next step really helps with planning the next job action that you're about to use. In the future, I would really like the developers to add a specialist action that lets you see the next 1 or 2 conditions that you'll get when crafting an expert recipe. This would be really helpful with planning which job action to use next, as well as hopefully increase the overall success rate of crafting expert recipes. What are your impressions of the new route that was introduced to ocean fishing? I mean, when you really look at it, it's the same ocean fishing, but with different themed backgrounds. I know that sounds like I'm throwing shade, but I'm really not. Anything that gives me an excuse to do more ocean fishing is a good thing. For me, the Ruby route was worth doing simply for the achievement minion. Overall, I like the idea that they're adding more stuff to ocean fishing, and I hope they continue to do so. You mentioned in the last Q&A that snagging has some really niche uses. Do you have any ideas on how they can make snagging more useful? If I were to make it more useful, well, they could start by making it mandatory to catch specific fish again. Not really sure why they stopped doing this in the first place. Maybe it was a quality of life thing, or maybe it was too confusing. I'm not really sure. And now just throwing ideas out there, it would be really cool if they allowed us to use snagging to fish for rare crafting materials and other rewards. I noticed that with every patch, a lot of rare crafting materials, minions, and furnishings get added to submersible voyages. A lot of these items aren't accessible to your average player because they don't have access to their free company's submersible. My idea is that they could put some of the older submersible exclusives in fishing locations, and the only way to get them is to fish them up while using snagging. If they don't use old submersible items, they can also introduce some brand new items as well. Either way, that's just my idea on how to make snagging more relevant. To finish up this Crafter's Corner, I wanted to showcase some videos that you can vibe to while you're crafting and gathering. You can find a full listing of everything in the description of the video. However, I do want to highlight a couple of my favorites. Maricam is a lore channel that I am grateful that the YouTube algorithm has sent my way. 2 videos I want to suggest are the one going over the Final Fantasy IV references that can be found in the latest 6.4 MSQ, as well as her MSQ speculation video. I really enjoyed the Easter egg video because I've never played Final Fantasy IV, and it's just cool to see how the developers borrowed things from Final Fantasy IV and then brought them into Final Fantasy XIV. And with new music, if you watch anything, you should definitely check out the music compilation put together by Husky by the Geek. It's an amazing ride through the more popular songs in Final Fantasy XIV that features 500 musicians and content creators from the Final Fantasy XIV community. It really came out well, so I hope you check that out. So that's all I have for this monthly Q&A. The next one will be released on September 4th, so please look forward to that. If you have any questions in the meantime, please let me know in the comments of the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will catch y'all in the next video. Until next time, peace.